I bet you're doing one of these 5 things. Hello everyone, I'm back here today with another video, and this video is 5 things to avoid when you're selling on Etsy. Let's get into it. Number 1 is having crappy product photography. This photograph that you have of your product, and people are on their phone and they're scrolling, that's the thing that draws them into your listing. It's not necessarily the title or the price, it's the product picture. And if it's dark, if it's distracting, if it just literally blends in with the sea of other product pictures that people have on their phones or on the Etsy app when they're searching for something, you will get lost. I think the best way to do it, especially in the beginning, is to play it simple. Don't overthink your photographs. Look at some of the greats out there. Tiffany doesn't put a wooden background in their photographs. They don't take a photograph on their carpet. They don't use anything but a plain white background. Now, I'm not saying go and just literally Photoshop the crap out of your pictures and just literally have a white background, but what I am saying is make sure that it's plain but with a little bit of personality sparked into it. If you plan out your photographs, what you end up doing is you'll end up having a photograph style that people will start to recognize as yours when they're scrolling through their feed. So what that means is that they'll be scrolling and they'll come across a picture of yours, they'll know it's your shop, and if you've built trust and brand authority, they will click on you. And the same goes for actually taking your photographs. We're all walking around with smartphones in our bags that have amazing, amazing cameras. In the beginning, you don't need to go out and spend thousands of pounds on a fancy DSLR or any type of camera. All you need is your smartphone and some natural light. And there are some really, really fantastic videos out there, courses out there that teach you exactly how to take fantastic product pictures with your smartphone. It's totally and utterly doable. And start simple. Go and get one of your products, pop it on a white canvas board or something white, pop it by a window with plenty of light, and start taking pictures with your phone. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised as to how professional they actually look. And if you're unsure, go into Etsy, do the search for the thing that you sell, and just take a scroll as if you're shopping and just literally scroll and scroll and scroll and see what pictures jump out at you. Make note of the 3 to 5 key elements that these photographs have, and you can replicate them in yours. Don't copy, but you can take some of the elements that you like of the photographs that you found and input them into your own. Tip number 2 is not having enough products. Now, I've ranted about this in other videos and I still stand by them. Nor am I saying that you need to go and spend the next year of your life making thousands or hundreds of products. But a good tip for this is to use the supplies that you already have and just literally make slight variations so that you can make more products and more listings. But most importantly, for every listing that you make, use different keywords and monitor them and see what you rank for, see what your shop becomes an authority for. Or if you're really, really stuck, input some of your products as gift sets or bundles, or literally think of any way else that you could package your products as new products, or I should say new listings. You get what I mean. The key takeaway from this is the more listings you have, the more keywords you rank for, the more chance that you will be found on Etsy. Tip number 3 is not setting manageable goals. I probably sound like a broken record. I've talked about this in probably every single one of my other videos, but it's so important. Etsy houses so many different types of people. Hobbyists, side hustlers, part-time business owners, full-time business owners, and so many more. It's really important to know what category do you fit under. You know, are you a side hustler? Are you someone trying to build a full-time business? Do you want to be a big Etsy brand? Do you want to be an Etsy gazillionaire? These are all things you have to get sorted in your mind first. What do you want your shop to be? How do you want it to look? What impact will it have on your life? How many sales do you want to make? Tip number 4 is SEO blunders. I've seen this happen so many times where shops aren't using all of their tags, or not using very good tags, or trying to rank for really, really high competition tags straight off the bat. And it's not going to work. If you're a new shop, you need to start ranking for longer tail keywords or keywords that customers actually search for. Now, as I've said before, I am not an SEO expert, but what I can tell you is what's worked for my shop. And the biggest two things are working on my titles and working on my tags. I've used tools and things in the past before, but I always go back to Pinterest and the Etsy search bar. I've seen so many people trying to outsmart Etsy and the algorithm. Their algorithm is smarter than you think. It's learning all the time. So please don't try and outsmart it by having a unicorn necklace and trying to put in a more popular tag that has nothing to do with what you sell. So what I've seen before is, say someone is selling a unicorn necklace, they then put unicorn headband, unicorn costume, unicorn party in their tags. Now, that is a recipe for Etsy to literally put your listing at the bottom of all the searches. And believe me, it will never see the light of day. People that are searching for unicorn headbands aren't looking for a unicorn necklace. That means that when they put in the search, yes, for the first couple of minutes, your item may be on the top or the first page for that search, but if people don't start clicking on it that are searching for unicorn headbands, every single minute your listing will gradually just go down and down and down and down and down until it literally reaches the bottom of the pile. So it's really not worth trying to outsmart the Etsy search algorithm. Use relevant tags, use imaginative tags, use tags that customers would use to search for your item, and you should be fine. Tip number 5 is not having a well-curated story and therefore a well done about section. When I personally shop on Etsy, the very first thing I do is I go into their about section, because I want to know, I want to learn about the person who I'm buying from. That's why I'm shopping on Etsy. I'm not shopping for a big branded item. I'm shopping for somebody who has put love and care into the item that I'm looking for. And I think that goes for 99% of the people that shop on Etsy. They're not buying into your shop, they're actually buying into you. They're not buying into the product, they're buying into your story. And the more compelling your story is, the better you will do this. Because you're not a reseller, you are an artisan, you are a crafter selling your handmade goods. That's a big deal. So for example, if you're selling wooden toys and you're sat there saying, Steph, so many other people sell wooden toys, I don't even know what's special about my story. You are unique, you are you have something special about you. You have the why that made you start this business in the first place. And that's what people want to know. They want to know why you started making wooden toys. Did you used to work with your granddad in his shed making wooden toys? Now I'm just referencing my past because I used to work with my granddad in his shed. But people want to know that, and the more personable you can be, the more you tug on their feels and their heartstrings, and that's a really, really perfect way to grab your audience straight off the bat. When you don't have that story, or you have one line saying, hi, I'm Steph and I make jewellery, that really doesn't sell you as a person to me. So I think people do underestimate their about section, and I'm here to tell you, go and spend a good couple of hours on your about section, craft your story, and then you can post it everywhere. You can post it on your social media. Make that the forefront of your brand. I hope these tips helped you. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good things. Share it with anyone that you think it would be useful for, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Before you go, don't forget this. I've written this specifically for you guys. 30 days to a kick butt, oh yes, a kick butt Etsy shop. This takes you step by step through the process that I would do today if I wanted to start a successful full-time Etsy shop. It's 74 pages worth, so it's a bit of a mammoth amount of information, but this is a workbook. You can absolutely take it at your own pace. It's free. Click the link below to get it, and I'll see you guys soon.